Hello, boys and girls. This is Undertale, of course, and welcome to another episode of a Mindcrack server vanilla. Oh man, I need to make myself a new shovel. I broke it again. I should have used my levels to make a new shovel, but I decided to make a new sword instead. I came up to 30 levels yesterday whilst joining Doc M whilst he was live streaming a bit, and I got this looting 3, smite 5, knockback 2. Oh man, it's a zombie killer. And skeleton too. But it's not very good for skeletons, of course, since you really don't want to knock back skeletons. That's kind of bad. It's kind of a lot of bad. Let's see here now, is my stone smelted? I was hoping to get 1 level so I could enchant it, but I don't think I get enough. No, you don't get enough levels from that. Oh my god, I was like 0 and none levels. 0 and none. Oh wait, we can actually just pick apart a little bit of redstone to get a couple of levels. That's easy peasy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Something they say in Counter-Strike. Oh man, I need to buy, like, you know, the compressed air on a can, air duster or whatever you call it, in English I think, and actually blow out my computer because it's becoming just ridiculously loud. The summer is kind of over now, so I'm kind of a little bit sad and a little bit happy at the same time, because it's been so warm, and I mean, like, with my computer running 24/7 basically to render videos and all that kind of good stuff that has to do with YouTube, it becomes very, very hot in my apartment, even if I have all the windows open and that kind of stuff, and I don't have an air conditioner. So those, like, really hot days, it is a pain to be a fat, hairy Swedish guy. It is a pain to be a fat, hairy Swedish guy. I think we're gonna have to place a couple of torches here. I think that's what we're gonna go for. That should be enough. That was actually all the torches I had. Yeah, let's just use up 3 levels. Who gives a hoot about those 2 levels? Nobody. So I've been working a little bit on the island, and not this island, of course, or actually a little bit on this island as well, but mostly on the growing island. Let's grab some bricks here. There we go. Yeah, I think that should be enough. We're gonna want to finish the pavilion? I don't even know if you call it that. I have no clue. Leroy Jenkins. There we go. So we actually have a roof on it. I don't know though. It kind of looked good actually without a roof. To be honest, it didn't look too shabby like this. So I'm thinking I should have a very, very flat roof. It looks exactly like a mushroom though. It looks exactly like a mushroom in my opinion. Kind of weird. Oh man. So yeah, I need to get myself like 30 levels ASAP and get a better shovel, and I also need like 34 levels to enchant Softy 2 here, because he or she, whatever gender my pickaxe is, I haven't decided yet. I think it's a he. Might be a he. Is about to break, and the more broken it becomes, the more expensive it is to repair it, of course. So yeah, also been doing that. So we're gonna go up now and take a little bit of a look at actually how much I've gotten done. Oh, I need to grab myself my health potion. I just realized it's like the last one I have too. I've been wasting a lot of health potions during these builds. Oh man, I always take a bunch of damage. Let's first off go and check out the portal room, or whatever you want to call it, and see how it looks like from up here. Without that, or with that ceiling. It actually almost looked better without the ceiling, to be honest. I don't know, you guys let me know. You guys usually come with good ideas. But yeah, I saw another comment, was so amazing, or actually a couple of comments, but they basically said the same thing. That's how I came up with this. Basically, this is half slabs of wood oak, or oak wood, and of course normal fences. And you have like a nice little row there of them supporting the half slabs, and then a little bit of a, whatchamacallit, safety rail, simply? A safety rail? I mean, like, you can still go up it, I think, if you jump, but you can't actually like run over it, if you know what I mean, because it's still, even though it looks like it's just half a block high, it actually is 1 block high, of course, as you guys know how fences work, since, yeah, I'm obviously floating in the air here. I'm floating in the air, I'm floating in the air, what a wonderful day to be floating in the air. Technically I'm always floating in the air, since the island is floating in the air. But yeah, to explain actually what I'm gonna do with the island, where I'm gonna grow all the wheat and melons and potatoes and carrots and that kind of stuff, I'm gonna have it sloped. So it's kind of like one of those Chinese sloping rice fields. So it kind of looks really cool like that. And so I'm gonna build it a little bit higher on this side, about there, and then start to have it sloping up to about there somewhere. So it's gonna be almost as high as this mountain, but the island itself is gonna be a little bit smaller than this main island, simply because I don't need that much space to grow like some potatoes and reeds, and or not reeds, of course, sugar canes and that kind of stuff. But still, you want to be able to grow quite big amounts if you want to, because I'm of course gonna want to trade with villagers and stuff like that later on anyways. And this is how far I've gotten on the build. As you could see from below, it looked pretty natural and good. Of course it's not even finished, not even close to being finished, and I am lacking resources. I need tons and tons of stone, and the problem is Softy is about to break. I do have my spare silk touch pick, so I'm thinking I'm gonna pull that guy out, but it doesn't have unbreaking. That is the problem. I don't have an unbreaking book or any other pick except for this guy right here to have anything on it. So we're gonna see if we can combine them, and if so, how much would it cost. Let's put them together. Too expensive. 31 actually. That is not too bad. That is not too bad for a whole pick, efficiency 4, silk touch 1, unbreaking 3. That is actually not too bad. Quite nice indeed. But I do need the stone right now, so that kind of stinks anyways. I'm kind of running low on picks here. That's the problemo of Andersdale right now. Not very good. Oh, we don't want to use up that guy. We want to use these guys. So that's kind of the problem I got now. I got one unenchanted diamond pick as well. Let's see, is it even possible to repair Soft? I don't think so. I think it's gonna be too expensive trying to repair it. Switch position, yeah, too expensive. How much does it cost to repair with 1 diamond now? Before I think it was 33. Oh, it's still 33, that's good. It haven't become any more expensive. So that's good to know. That's good at least. Not too bad. I do get a lot of sharpness and protection and efficiency, or not really any efficiency, but power, sharpness and protection books since before I moved them over now before starting this episode. Okay, I'm gonna need to grab actually a bunch of stone and cook it up, I guess. Because I'm gonna need a couple of stacks of clean stone here actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and mine a little bit in my mine, and then I'll be back to you guys. I might actually, I'm gonna see if I can't come up with some funny story I can tell you guys about, because usually you guys like the story times when I tell you guys about weird stuff that have happened to me or weird stuff I've done, and that usually kind of compensates for boring things I do in videos. So if I come up with one, I'm gonna be back to you guys before I've gotten all the stone and actually tell you guys a nice story. If I can't come up with one, I'm just gonna come back to you guys when I got the stone and the boring stuff is over. So see you guys in a second. So guys, I'm back. I got the stone. It's not much, but I think it's gonna be enough to build a little bit more on this guy. I won't actually have time to record super much today, but I came up with something I could tell you guys about actually. Usually I don't, because my memory is so horrible. But then again, yeah, I think you guys already knew that. So can I reach that? Yes, I can. I don't like to take any damage for no reason. Better to just do it like that. So basically I need to go up a little bit more. Let's actually remove the dirt tower as well. So I'm gonna tell you guys about the day I turned 15. 15 in Sweden, you become byxmyndig, and that basically means you're allowed to have sex. Any 15-year-old can have sex with whoever they want to, and whoever old and all that kind of stuff in Sweden. It's not like it is in other countries where it's 18 and that kind of stuff. So basically, if you're 80, you could have sex with a 15-year-old without it being illegal. But of course, society would kind of look at you and say, "Oh, you're kind of a creepy old man or a creepy old woman for doing that." So most people wouldn't do that. But something else that happens when you actually turn 15 is that you're allowed to drive a moped. I'm pretty sure it's... Oh, shit! Oh, dang it! Son of a bitch. Of course. God dang it. Oh, hello there, guy. Let's kill this guy. He has an enchanted bow. Hopefully I can get it, because I got looting on the sword. Oh, I didn't, but I got some arrows at least, that's good. Anyways, I think it's called Moped in the rest of the world as well. Simply like a very, very weak motorcycle. When I turned 15, the rules were that a moped could go 50 kilometers an hour. I think that's about 30 miles an hour or something like that. And then they changed it just 1 year later, so they can only go 35 kilometers an hour, and that's, I think, like 18 miles an hour or something like that. So pretty weak stuff, like, it was kind of sad. But I didn't, of course, have a moped. I didn't have that much money or anything like that at the time. Oh, shit, we have a creeper here. I'm gonna shoot his ass. Bang! Haha! Suck it, creeper. There we go. And just enough water to fall down without hurting ourselves and not flooding this with water. Awesome. But yeah, when I turned 15, I didn't have enough money to actually buy a moped, so my dad actually lent me the money to buy one. And I bought something called DBS Panther, and this moped was actually owned by a girl before me. So let's see, I'll switch pics out. So it was painted. Oh my! Are you kidding me? It happened again. I'm gonna be right back, guys. Or no, you know what? I think I can just disconnect and reconnect anyways. I think it should be working fine. Yeah, good, it does. So it was actually purple, and as you might know, that's the wrong button. My shirt is actually purple on my dude, and I quite like purple, so it didn't really matter to me that much that it was purple. However, though, it was hand-painted purple. And I mean, when I say hand-painted, I don't mean like the good kind, like with like cool stripes or whatever. I'm talking about like the girl simply took a paintbrush and painted it purple. Yes, I know, like most of you guys probably know, if you know anything about cars and paint and that kind of stuff, that you need to spray on paint usually for it to actually kind of look good, and if you don't, it kind of looks like crap simply. I mean, like, I don't know a better word to put it, but it usually just looks really, really... God damn it! Not again! It just looks bad. So that was a huge problem with the motorcycle. But I decided to buy it anyways. It costed 6,000 Swedish crowns actually. No. I think 5,000. Yeah, 5,000 Swedish crowns. That's about $1,000 or about 500 or 500 euros, give or take. It's not an exact translation, but yeah, it had a good motor. I think it I think even though I was a pretty big guy already back then, it went, I think, about 55 to 60 kilometers an hour. So it actually went way quicker than it was actually allowed to go in the first place, and it went almost twice as fast as it was allowed to go the next year when they switched the laws out. Of course, I didn't give a shit, because where I grew up, there weren't many police officers checking the roads and that kind of stuff. Trust me, I mean, like, you could do basically whatever you want, as long as you didn't do anything super bad, like drive super drunk and drive someone over or something like that. The police would never come to the area where I lived. Not because it was some kind of lawless area or something like that. Of course not. But simply because it was way out of in nowhere, and people didn't really give a shit, like, unless you actually like fucked something up or similar. So you could have a lot of fun with your moped and ride around and have a really good time. There were some problems though with this moped. It easily got a little bit too hot because the engine and the exhaust system wasn't really made to go as quick as it did. The way it had been trimmad, as we call it in Sweden, that's basically when you hot it up or whatever you want to call it, basically makes it go quicker than it's made to go. Oh man, where was I? You simply bored out the cylinders of it, so the cylinder simply was a little bit bigger, and you put in a bigger piston, simply to give the engine a little bit more space to combust the air and the fuel mixture, air fuel mixture. Air fuel mixture, I think that's how you say it. And it went pretty good. But the byproduct, as I said, was that the exhaust system got really, really hot if you stayed at top speed for a longer time. And of course I stayed at top speed. I mean, like, for God's sakes, who wanna go like slow when you know the thing you have goes quicker than that? It's like no one buys a Ferrari to drive in the permitted limits, if you know what I mean. Like, sure, you might drive in the permitted limits, like in the city and that kind of stuff, but if you're out on the countryside, sure as hell gonna drive quick, because that's what's fun, simply put. Simply put. Oh man, I'm being derpy today. And as I said, the exhaust system become really, really hot. And one day I actually made the mistake of stopping my moped and was fiddling with the throttle head. I think that's what you call it in English. It's basically flottyrnål or something like that, you call it in Swedish. And it's basically a little needle that kind of decides how much fuel is put into the carburetor. The carburetor is where the fuel and the air mixes before it gets sucked into the combustion chamber, aka the cylinder, where the cylinder and oh my god, pour out the cylinder. Yeah, the cylinder and the piston is, simply. And it was the exhaust system was super hot, so I actually burnt my ankle, and I yet today still have a big mark that is like when I sunbathe or something like that, you can actually see it on my ankle that I'm kind of like brown. I'm a little bit black. It gets browner quicker. Oh no, wait! No! My bad. Actually, it's the opposite way. I'm thinking about my friend now that has like a big birthmark on his ankle. I'm so sorry. I actually am more pale there. That's what I meant to say. I'm actually more pale at the point where I burnt myself because of the scar tissue, and so it looks like really wonky when I sunbathe. Simply, it is kind of strange. I don't know how to explain it. I think I built this actually too high now, didn't I? I was supposed to have this sloped, so we gotta remove a little bit here, I think. Let's see here now. I think it's supposed to be a little bit like this. It's kind of bad though. I wasted a lot of smooth stone on this. But I love this bike anyways. I didn't really care because it gave me freedom. And that was the thing. Like, I was 15, I had the freedom to go visit friends whenever I wanted to. I had the freedom to go visit girls whenever I wanted to. And that kind of stuff as well. And it just simply added a lot to your life. I mean, like, if you live in America, you probably know, like, you get your license at 16, so I mean, like, that's a big deal there, of course, and you just enjoy life a hell of a lot more because you got more freedom, and that's kind of what you want, of course. Who doesn't like freedom? I certainly freaking do love freedom. I've been looking for freedom. I've been looking so long. I don't know, that should not have happened. I'm sorry. Please don't unsubscribe because I said, pretty please. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Okay, it will happen again. I do sing quite a lot. I'm sorry though. No, okay, I'm not really sorry. I love singing. I'm being all schizo today, I think. But let's get to the point a little bit more. This bike, I treated it like my darling because, as I said, it gave me the freedom to do whatever I wanted to. It was just basically what made my 15-year-old life worth living. So I spent so much time on tinkering on it, trying to make it go quicker, trying to make sure the carburetor sucked in the right mixture of air and fuel, so it would give me as many horsepower as possible, and it was just a good time. And when school started again, because of course I had this, I got it in the winter because my birthday is in January. When school started again, so I could actually like use it on school, I started driving it to school, of course, and the guys at school, some of them thought it was an ugly bike, of course, because it was freaking purple. And they thought it would be fun to mess with me, so they would remove like the fuel hose and all kinds of crap. And one day they actually freaking poured water down into the fuel tank and just messed the fuck out of it. And I got so goddamn angry. Like I never found out actually who did it, but I was so angry. I mean, I don't really know what I would have done if I found out who did it, but I basically went around asking everybody, and I think no one actually fessed up because they were a little bit too scared. I wasn't like a tough guy back then, but I mean, like, I was really fucking angry about that because they messed with my freedom. And this is something like, don't mess with people's freedom. If you mess with people's freedom, they're gonna be pissed off, man. Don't ever mess with people's freedom. And this is something that like governments around the world are kind of learning right now. Like you see all of these places like having, oh shit, civil wars and that kind of stuff. And I mean, like, of course it's sad that kind of stuff happens, but I mean, oh no, that wasn't supposed to happen. But it's also for the good. I mean, like, just look at the American Civil War. I mean, sure, that wasn't pretty. A lot of people, of course, good people, lost their life and that kind of stuff. But people got a lot more freedom. For example, black people. And I'm all about them black people freedom. I'm actually about everyone's freedom, to be honest. Doesn't matter if you're black, yellow, or red. You should have freedom. That's kind of an important thing. I feel like this is not. It doesn't have enough lean to it or whatever. Let's see now. Let's actually just make it 1 here. Oh no. Oh man, I'm out of stone now. Yeah. And look at this, all the stone I actually have to smelt again now because of it. Dang it. Let's see. I think I can make the jump. Yay! I could make the jump. No, but my DBS Panther, oh man, I miss you. It still actually stands in my father's garage at my childhood home, and it is not running, sadly. Because of that last prank, the throttle needle actually broke because of the water getting into it, and the bike basically kind of broke. I mean, the thing is, it's kind of a cheap thing to fix, but the thing is that it's extremely hard to find the right parts to such an old moped. That was the problem, and that was like, yeah, I mean, like, if I found whoever who broke it, I mean, the only thing they would have done was, of course, to pay for a new one of those, and that would be maybe like $5 or something like that. But the thing is, you have to find that part, and that's the hard part. Like, no one drives such an old bike any longer. It was like 20, 30 years old or something like that, I think. So it wasn't really something a lot of people had in their garage, like, so you could go to a garage and have it fixed and that kind of stuff. That sadly was not the case. So my poor bike would never see the sunset again, and never feel my sweet Swedish bum upon it again. Poor bikey. Poor bikey. I never had a name for it, so I'm just making that up. I never called it anything specific. Let's see. I actually realize I can use dirt here. See, 1, and that's 2. And then let's have 1 again, and then 2. and then 1 again here, and then 2. I think that's gonna be a little bit more, give it more steepness, or whatever you want to call it. Steepness. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? I think we want some more dirt here, though. And it should be 1 there, right? 1 there, 2, and then 1 again, and then 2. Still not really steep enough, to be honest. 2. Let's go with 2 times 1. So that's 1 2 times. Then 1 1, and then 2. I think that's gonna make it a little bit steeper. That might be what we need. So let's go over here and fix that. Whoop, oh! 1, and then 2, and then 1, and then 1. Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. That's not even the right... God damn it! Where did I make the mistake? Here's 2. Then it's 1. Oh, okay, I didn't start early enough. Then 1, then 1, then 2, then it should be 1. Let's see here now if it's the correct way. No, it's still not the correct way. What the hell have I done wrong? I can't seem to figure out what the hell I did wrong here. It's 1 here, 2 here, then 1, then 1, and then it's supposed to be 2, and then 1, 1, 2. There we go. That's the way it's supposed to be. Ah, I see. Made a few boo-boos there. Let's see. Let's actually get the silk touch out here and grab a little bit of this stone and replace it with dirt, because I think we have used a little bit too much stone around here. I think we got the right incline here, and we're gonna make it just a tad bit higher now later on. But I'm kind of running out of stone here, and also time to build. Let's see. Here we go. Let's actually use dirt again up here. And then stone again. And that's about all the stone I got. Let's go grab a little bit more stone. No, but that's the story about my DBS Panther. Oh, actually, I actually learned how to sew in leather, just so I could actually fix the leather seat. It's called a limpa, basically mean a loaf of bread, and that's limpa in Swedish. I think you can actually, let me see, language. Actually, I can show you guys. I think bread might be bröd in the Swedish version of it. Svenska, Sverige, klar. There we go. Let's actually check what it says for bread. And of course I don't have any bread. Dang it! But we can grow some more wheat and show you, because I got this idea actually from Doc, because he was like using it on German just for the shits and giggles. Oh no, wait, I actually do have enough. And here you can see wheat, vete instead of wheat, frön instead of seeds, läkebrygd. It feels so weird to see it in Swedish. Very, very strange indeed. Here we go. Let's see actually if it says bröd or limpa. That's gonna be interesting. Ah, it says bröd. Damn it. I was hoping it was gonna say limpa actually, so that kind of stank. But what the hell? Settings, språk, language, English US. Is there a difference? Cooked pork chop, potion of healing, water bucket, fence, oak wood, oak melon, dirt, and the pearl, iron leggings, chestplate, helmet, boots. No, it doesn't seem to be a real difference. Derper McDerp. But at least I won't have any problems with food now when I finish doing this. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it today, though. Whoa, hello there, Mr. Creeper. Hello there, guy. Jump shot! Suck it, guy. I finished him off quickly, didn't I? Oh man, I like it. I like it a lot. Of course, we're gonna add a couple of layers of dirt to this as well, and this is gonna be... Oh, excuse me. Man, my voice is a little bit screwed up here. I overslept today, by the way. I overslept something fiercely. I got woken up actually by the postal service. They had a package for me, and I'm probably gonna try to do a vlog just tomorrow when I actually got a haircut, so I doesn't look like a freaking fool any longer, and show you guys exactly what is in it. But it is one of the things you get for hitting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. There we go. Yeah, this hasn't been put out for a long time. It would kind of... Is that flat too? Because it of course shouldn't be flat. Oh yeah, it's kind of a little bit too flat here, isn't it? Hell yes it is. It's way too flat. Here we go. Then one. Or maybe I'm making it too round. I don't really know. If I may... Oh, what? Oh, it didn't break. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Add a little bit more here. More stone. No, but yeah, I overslept because the postal service woke me up like at 9 o'clock this morning, and I wasn't able to fall asleep again until an hour later because my neighbor were like, I don't know what it is with my neighbors right now, but it seems like they have a bunch of kids or something like that. There we go, that looks better. Now it's actually the right altitude and everything like that. It seemed to have a bunch of kids doing all kinds of stupid stuff. Oh no, you know what? It's supposed to start going inwards, isn't it now? It's not supposed to be wider. No, it's really not. But it kind of look... I think it might look cool actually if it becomes wider. Oh, it's kind of wide enough, isn't it? I don't know. Dang it! Now I've become really unsecure here if I should keep it like this. No, but it actually, yeah, one of like the official letter actually like congratulating me like that I hit 100,000 subscribers from YouTube. So I'm gonna be showing that off on hopefully on Friday. I'm hoping so at least. If I get my hair cut and so I don't look like some Mongolite. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as usual. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.